Hello, this is a new series I want to start called Swollpool's Swift Breakdowns, and in this series we will be breaking down some workout montages from movies and TV. The first one we will start with is the one from The Incredibles, not the terrible sequel. The first one. During the movie, there is a point in time where Mr. Incredible is working out and he's using trains. We are going to break it down since it is only 4 exercises anyway. So the first exercise he does is a sled pull pretty much, except with train cars. It looks like he has at least 10 train cars. And a train car weighs anywhere from 30 to 80 tons according to Google, which would translate to him pulling anywhere from 300 to 800 tons, which is a lot and shows how strong he is. Obviously, with many different carries or drags, you can move more weight, especially when it's on wheels, as the wheels do relieve a lot of the friction. As ridiculous as 600 tons would be, it would be relatively easier. And we can see this with strongman competitions such as the many truck pulls or plane pulls. So it's much easier to move a much higher amount of weight when you're pulling it, so that is something to consider. And he's running with it, so this could be partially a form of cardio for him. And because we don't know how far he's going and what pace he's going at, I mean, obviously he's moving, pretty quickly, but this could be a long distance run for all we know. So when he's running like this, we don't know how far he's running, so this could be short distance or long distance training, but we do know he is training certain muscle fiber types. Depending on how far he's going, he could be training his slow twitch muscle fibers or his fast twitch muscle fibers, which I'm just going to refer to as training his fast twitch muscles or slow twitch muscles. Essentially, to explain fast and slow twitch muscles, fast twitch muscles you can think of as your force producers. So when you're lifting weights, when you're doing a sprint, when you're jumping, that's more your fast twitch muscles. And when you're doing long distance endurance things, that's your slow twitch muscles. Of course, no one is fully fast twitch or fully slow twitch. It all exists on a spectrum. Some people might have more fast twitch than slow twitch and vice versa. And you also have your intermediate. Intermediates are interesting as they can be trained to be more similar to fast twitch or more similar to slow twitch depending on how you train. If you're a cross-country runner, you're going to train those intermediate fibers to become more slow twitch-like. And let's say if you're a weightlifter or a sprinter, you're going to train them to be more like fast twitch muscles. So that is honestly really interesting. And again, since we don't know what he's doing, like if he's doing this for distance or this is a weighted sprint, we can't be sure which way these fibers would train into. But assuming this is a sprint, he would be training his intermediate fibers to become more fast twitch like and his fast twitch fibers to be even better at producing force. If this is a long distance or an endurance run, he would be training his slow twitch to be better and last longer, as well as training his intermediate fibers to become more slow twitch like. Next, he's doing a simple floor press. This is a very fantastic accessory for anyone trying to improve their bench. Obviously, it's not a full range of motion bench, which is why it's an accessory, because your elbows are stopped when you hit the ground. So you're not going to get all the way to your chest. But what's cool about it is it's a targeted exercise, you could say. So let's say you're having a tough time locking out your bench press. You could do floor presses, and because you're not doing a full range of motion, you can load it up with more weight. So you can get stronger in that area of the bench by working just the upper half, which is what a floor press essentially does for you. There are other versions, like if you're having a tough time getting off your chest, there are accessories such as the pin press that help you get off your chest better. And there are all kinds of accessories like that for all kinds of lifts. But right here, he's just doing a very simple floor press with a train car. Again, train cars anywhere from 30 to 80 tons, so he's moving some good weight here. This next exercise, I don't really know what he's doing. It looks like some kind of bicycle kick, but he's spinning the train car. I don't know what benefit that would give, if any. Ultimately, the problem with this is that a bicycle kick is a core exercise, but rolling the train car around with your feet doesn't provide anything. Maybe it provides a little bit, as you have to stop the car from falling, or you have to keep your legs in a certain place to keep it from rolling this way or that way, but he could be doing better exercises. It shows he has a makeshift cable machine. He could easily do reverse crunches, where you have the cable or chains in this case, and you hold them against your shoulders. You're facing away from the weight on your knees, and you're going to crunch downward. That way you have resistance, and you're fighting the resistance as you crunch down. That would be a much better core exercise. Simply like maybe a plank with the train on top would be a better core exercise. You have many options here. I think the animators did this because it looks cool, and he could like flip it over and be like, oh yeah, I'm not doing anything, I'm just hanging out here. But it's not a very good exercise. I don't even know what the purpose is. In fact, I think it's garbage. On to the next one. And finally, he goes to a diagonal cable pull down. This is a chest exercise, which, we already hit floor press, so he's hitting 2 chest exercises. Just a simple chest exercise. You pull the cable down. His form's kind of crap. Like, he's using a lot of body English, which is just you're using a lot of other musculature to help you complete the exercise, when you get much more development if you focus on very strict form. There are some techniques where you do as many as you can with very strict form, and then you use your body English to finish it out. Like, let's say you're doing rows, you have very good form, and now you're burning out, so you do body English to get like 4 more reps. The only problem is that you need to know how many you did with perfect form, because that's what counts. Otherwise, if you do it with body English, it's a bit harder to track, as you don't know what muscles are helping you. It could be this muscle or that muscle between different reps. With strict form, you can pretty much narrow down exactly what you're working. So here, small criticism, not a big deal, but it could be better if he was stricter with it. But how it's animated shows he's exerting himself more, and I think that was the point. Anyway, those are the 4 exercises he does. Right after this, he measures his waist, and it went down. You don't lose weight directly from lifting weights. It's from burning more calories than you consume. And presumably that's what he did over his training period. And that's how his waist got smaller, because he lost some fat by burning more calories than he ate. Pretty neat. Now, we're going to assume that he had other exercises that he did over this period of time, but for the sake of this video, we're going to recommend a few that he could have added to make a more complete workout / routine. So one thing he could have added is a really neat exercise that I think is cool. It's a lay-in-mind squat into press. You take a barbell, you either put it in the corner of a room, or you have a lay-in-mind device thing. You stick it in there, and you're going to hold it about at chest height, and you're going to squat down, and you're going to squat up, and at the top of the squat, you're going to press it. This works your shoulders and your legs. Great all-around movement. What he can do with it is use the train, because it is on wheels, and you can attach it to other trains, and hopefully it doesn't move too much, and he can squat down with it, and then at the top of the squat he presses it up, getting his shoulders and his legs. Really good stuff. The next thing he's missing is any back work. Holy crap, he has no back work. What's cool is that you have this the same machine, makeshift machine I should say, that he made for the pull downs, he could use for a row. So he's gonna sit down or stand up, doesn't really matter, grab the chain, and he's gonna row the train up. So the train's gonna go up on the chain, and he's gonna pull the chain and get some good back work in. He could do a type of pull down with it. If he could somehow get the chain across and then into the next car house thing, he could pull it straight down, so it'd be like a little train car pull down. So he could get a nice lat pull down. He could do other things. Those are a couple options he could do. Obviously, he doesn't have many options for a vertical pull. And I think most super strong characters do have this limitation, as a vertical pull is difficult to do, as you need something that will support the weight you're going to put on yourself so you can pull it down. Again, like I said, if he does the long chain into the next train house and pulls it down from there, that's a vertical pull, but it is a bit more difficult, as if you have any weak chains in that link or the train car houses can't support that weight, it will just break. Whereas he could do the pull downs, honestly. So yeah, he could do a lat pull down, do a row, so that covers his back. We did shoulders and legs. We already replaced his core crap, so that would be a more complete workout for him if we were to see the complete workout routine. Hopefully that's what he would do. Again, you have a lot of options. If you really want to get strong, you'll find a way. Anyway, that's the video. This was really fun. I really like doing these. I'm planning on doing more of them. Coaching is in the description. Veterans, first responders, and active military get priority spots. Otherwise, just apply, and if there's no red flags and I have a spot open, I'll contact you. Merch is also in the description. You know, if you don't want to spend a lot of money getting an online coach, maybe buy a shirt. I think they're pretty cool. Yeah, I appreciate you watching this video. Swollpool out.